This is a video that I really, I don't want to make at the same time, but we need to explore it. And it is thalassophobia in gaming. This was recommended to me by you guys after we talked about like how I'm scared of freaking sharks and stuff in water eating me. And this comes from the Checkpoint Show. So we're going to go through some things that happen in games that trigger this reaction from me. Some of these games, I've scrolled through it a little bit because it makes me uncomfortable to watch it.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's some of the ones that I remember. So yeah, let me just hit you with this real quick. It's a shark! Jump in the water, it's gonna get him.
I don't know where.
When I was like clicking on the videos, like, okay, what is this? And that happened. I was like, all right, I'm gonna record this. All right, let's do this.
So let's talk about thalassophobia.
Let's talk about
What is thalassophobia? It's the fear of the depths. It's fear of the ocean. It's a fear of jumping into a huge body of water and not being able to see what's below you.
Oh, so I have this too.
You have this too?
Yeah, I thought that was specifically sharks. I hate everything in the ocean.
You hate everything about it? So it's not, I'm not scared of like the depths. I'm not scared of the water itself. I'm scared of what's in the water. Oh, yeah. And not being able to see it. That's what gets me. And that's also the thing, I guess, with like, I was talking about Sea of Thieves and how like the freaking megalodon came out of the water and I quit. So whenever you're in the water in Sea of Thieves, the sharks kind of like fade into existence when they get close to you, and you don't even know they're there until they're pretty much eating you, unless you're looking around and seeing you. And that freaks me out every time, man.
And personally, I don't feel like it gets enough recognition that it deserves.
Well, it should.
It's the right way to put it.
Oh yeah, Jesse Cox is another YouTuber that has this as well, and me and him, we suffer together because. Every time, like that game that I was showing you with all the freaking sharks and you're underwater, he tweeted that, and I was like, "What the heck?" He's like, "I know, dude."
For people who do suffer from thalassophobia, it's a lot more than that.
This guy has it too.
Looking at
Okay.
this image and being like,
look, what is that? Slap that out of here, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
No, I don't even slap that right in the face. No, sir. No, thank you. Jesus Christ! These things. Oh God.
after seeing all these images, it's like, no, thank you, Mr. Ocean. I don't want to see you.
I've got
And I know he's
nightmares
over
tonight.
there getting all salty about it.
Well, try living in Australia because the sharks are actually here. They're out there. I'm not very far away from water right now, so
You're like stuck there, dude. Like if the airplanes just break down, I don't know what you do anymore.
I mean, I'm not going to get in a boat and try to escape. I know that for sure. So I'm just going to go in the middle where there's the desert and just cook alive and die. That'll be it.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that made me freaking jump. Oh, I'm already on edge because we're watching this, but the freaking book scared me, man. Whatever. Shut up. Stop making fun of me.
The ocean is just filled with all things terrible.
Yeah.
So you know what? I did the smart thing and I just stayed inside. I stayed inside, played video games, and just...
Why does he keep showing me this? He's already like tried to jump scares like once at the beginning. I'm just waiting for the next one. I'm already unappreciative if something jumps on the screen. Ah, it's a shark! So yeah, you got the Jaws movie, right? Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna go through it, but yeah, that right there. That right there.
God.
That right there. That is horrifying.
Dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I don't even think I could have shot the movie scene, dude. I just couldn't.
Dude, they had that big old freaking fake shark. Even the ride they used to have. I don't know if they still have it at Universal, like where the shark would like just come out of the water, and like bump the boat a little bit, and the dude's like pretending to shoot it. Yeah, no.
It's just the idea that it's just lurking there in the depths, waiting for someone or something to jump in.
You.
And it's just horrible. It's like a pair of eyes looking back at you in the darkness.
So what are you gonna do? Why you got this black screen?
Now, I've actually gone onto a Reddit to look at where a lot of
God dang it. Have you ever played Banjo-Kazooie?
No.
Look at this thing. Look at this childhood trauma right here. It doesn't even do anything, but just look at it.
people get their first fear from when it comes to thalassophobia in video games.
Look at this
and
thing.
honestly,
Wow.
Look at this.
Clanker.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like this freaking creepy looking metal shark. He's just in this little pool. He can't even do anything, but he's just in there.
But fish have eyes like that.
But for me, the first time I ever felt this fear in a game has to be GTA San Andreas.
Oh,
It has to
GTA.
be-
All right, he's going to fly out like the shark's out in the freaking... Yeah.
I don't know if I remember it.
My major ones that got me when I was a kid, I don't know if he's going to talk about it or not. The Banjo... I didn't even play Banjo-Kazooie, but I was like reading a book, like a Tips and Tricks magazine or something like that, and it had a picture of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm never playing that game." I was like, "Oh."
Wow.
The eel from Super Mario, the round, it comes like swimming around. It wasn't too bad, but it did like I didn't like it.
Okay.
The worst one by far is the story I always tell when I played Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider 2 is a horror game. All right. I don't care what anyone says. That game is Tomb Raider in general is scary back in the day. Stuff just comes out of nowhere and attacks you and plays some freaking horror music. He just got stabbed like by Michael Myers or something.
Right.
But it was like 40,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something like that was the title of it. You're Laura Croft, with your big torpedo boobies, and you're at the bottom of the ocean somehow, and it's black. Like you can just kind of see around you, and these big Lego looking sharks just kind of like appear out of the shadows. These big great white sharks. They look stupid. Actually, let me see. What is here's it. Yeah, it looks like this. Like there's this big freaking, but you're like on the bottom, everything's black, and they just kind of creep out of the blackness back here.
Okay.
Like here, like you're swimming around, right? And they just kind of come out, and they follow you throughout the entire level. I got to this level, and you just start like you're like here, like it chases you into things and tries to get you, freaking bite you. But anyway, it just throws you in this level. Like you were just going through and everything was cool. I forget what level's right before it, but then you like hop in a submarine and go down, and you're there in the middle of the ocean. And I was like, I just put the controller down and I backed away. I was like, what? And then the shark started coming out of the shadows, and I just reached over and turned the PlayStation off. I was done. I never touched it again. I quit playing that game.
Wow.
I never got past that level, because you could also do like this little cheat where you turn left, you turn right, you do a weird backflip, and if you do it wrong, you explode. And you could skip levels. Oh, but nice. You started that level in the water, and so you couldn't do it. You were just stuck there. Oh. And that was the end of the game for me. I never got past it. I never tried to skip the level. I think eventually one time I got my mom to help me, and she got to a spot to where you could actually stand and skip the level. But then like it happened. I think it happens again. Anyway, that's the game that like got me the worst. That and Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, where the shark comes after you. It was the one on the GameCube remake actually that got me the worst. That shark part. I didn't know what was happening, and I got to the part like where the sharks are. There's like there's this big giant shark under the water. Here, I'll actually play it for you. You get down, you get to this part right here. And the shark starts trying to break through the glass. Like
as they would.
You're like just chilling. The shark like, I'm going to get in there and get you. And I'm like, my God, good Lord. And that's not even the end of the whole scene. Like you do like the weird puzzle. The puzzle's like super weird to get the things to close. And then you go down. The shark's right here. The big shark's here in the water. And then he's still alive. And he tries to eat you. And what you're supposed to do, you have to walk past them too. What you're supposed to do is push this off after you turn electricity on and shock him. Okay. But I just shot him until he died.
Couldn't beat the game because I was out of ammo, but
it was tough after that because I used a lot of bullets until he died, but I killed him anyway.
But it just played with my imagination, and that is my weakness. I have too much of an imagination when it comes to being in moments of.
I would have had a heart attack right there. That dolphin in the corner, I'd be like, ah!
Jaws Unleashed. I'm the shark now. I don't believe you.
We had this game with Jaws Unleashed where you are the shark. My brother had it, and that was okay. Being the shark was okay. Kinda.
Get to be in his shoes.
Jack and Daxter going in the deep end of the water. Eat alive. Fuck that. Scarface the video game. What?
It's like when things are in the water, like no matter how creepy the thing is, there's another one that's bigger than that one that eats that one. And because the ocean just is expansive and is like infinite, even though it ends, you could just imagine that the dude at the very bottom, he's just sitting there as the final boss. And don't nobody want to mess with him. Nobody. Kid, I'm telling you, that's my biggest fear.
You know what? I was excited to give the next gen Tomb Raider a go, and then this happened.
Oh, God. Yep.
Butt injections?
Butt injections. Ooh. Jump in that water, it's fun. I would quit the game right here. I wouldn't go in. I know it's down there already.
Well, I guess I'm not completing this one then. To get the footage for this game, I actually did it.
Oh, he did it.
I jumped in and you know what? It wasn't that bad. And then you go just a little bit further and then this.
What happens?
Butt injections? You're gonna take up the whole cave.
I hate the freaking underwater audio.
I know.
I don't think they talk about Subnautica in this game. Subnautica is also a horror game. They do freaking the audio too good. Anyway, what happens? Oh, it's just a tentacle. Okay, goodness. I thought that's a freaking shark just ate him. I was
Imagine how big that thing is, Kenny. Imagine how big that thing is.
Fact fact that there's probably something bigger than the thing that you're currently fearing out there. So have fun with that. How can anyone with thalassophobia actually trust any developer? I mean, if Battlefield can have a megalodon, what stops the next?
I meant to jump out the water like. Well, dude, yeah, I can't. I don't trust him. I don't.
And for me personally, I like to jump on games face first with VR, not looking into anything. And then there's a lot of ocean swimming games.
My biggest nightmare, dude, is I'm stranded in the ocean, right? And like I can see the shore, but as I start getting closer, the blue whales just start chilling at the top of the water, and they're just blocking me, and I'm stuck forever, and I die. Like it just. I can't, dude.
Oh, the blue whales. How could they? My brother also had we had the Wii. The Wii. He had this game. My parents he's much younger than me. And it was like an educational swimming around game. You're just under the water. You have like this little thing. You swim around. It's like, oh, this fish is that, and it had like voiceover and stuff like that. There was this in one area where it's like this. The ocean's just kind of open. You can still go to the bottom and everything, but it's just like you can't see it unless you actually like go to it. A big whale would come through, but it was the sneakiest whale in the entire world. Because you'd be out there looking for it, and all of a sudden you turn around and it's on you, and you're like, "Ooh!" But it's like a kid's game, so it wouldn't do anything. But it was just there all of a sudden, and my God,
wow,
it was the sneakiest giant whale ever. But because I had like the whole foggy graphic thing what they do in oceans, to save like on your graphics, so it just kind of stuff will just kind of creep out of that, Yeah. I don't like that. Anyway, that's thalassophobia in gaming. I'm done. I'm done with this. I've had enough. That's we've been recording for 20 minutes. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't bring up Subnautica. Well, he didn't bring up Subnautica because he can't play Subnautica. All right. He can't do it. Actually, did he do it? Let's see. With the checkpoint show, do they go and do Subnautica eventually? Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. He does play fast. Yeah. Okay. He does play Subnautica. Yeah. Oh, arachnophobia in gaming.
Oh, God.
That'd be a good one for you to watch. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we can watch that one, too. We watched my shark one. We'll have to check
that one next.
Oh, dude. But anyway, hope you guys watch me freaking cringe on the inside for this entire video. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Toast, I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.